As the Mueller investigation ramps up and details keep coming out, the Trump administration is now facing more tough questions. So this morning, they sent out human white noise machine Mike Pence to handle it.
The story this morning is about the Mueller investigation, and I'd like to ask you, as it focuses on the president's words in the Oval Office and actions in the White House, what impact is that having on this administration?
Well, let me assure you that as we see, for the first time, 3 Category 4 hurricanes make landfall in the United States, as we see threats like North Korea and an increasing destabilizing role by Iran, as we see challenges here at home in healthcare and the need to move this economy forward, I can assure you President Trump and I are completely focused on the issues that matter most to the American people.
That is the greatest response to a simple question I have ever heard. Can you imagine if you gave that answer to a policeman who had just pulled you over? Sir, have you been drinking? And I just want to say that I've been really focused on the hurricanes that have made land and the threats from North Korea and Iran on this country. Wow, you've really put things into perspective. All right, you're free to go. You're free to go. You know, thanks to the Russian investigation, we've learned so many new ways to evade questions. You've got Manafort with the stutter step. You've got Mike Pence with the smoke screen. And if you really want to know how to not answer a question, there's only one man you can go to, Master Spice.
Let's talk about the Russia issue, which seems to be plaguing the presidency. Has the Mueller team reached out to you at all?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
Have you hired a lawyer?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
So you haven't been subpoenaed?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
Did you ever hear inside the White House that Mueller should be fired?
I'm not going to discuss that issue at all.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Did you catch that little look? Did you catch that look up at the end there? Yeah, that's a man who knows where the bodies are buried. I don't care what you say. He knows. What was that? What was that? I'm genuinely worried about how Spicer is going to come out of this whole thing, because he seems like he's ready to sign a confession when you ask him anything.
People have hard feelings towards you because they feel that you lied to the American people. Have you ever lied to the American people?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I'm cheating on my taxes.
Unequivocally, you can say no?
Look, again, you want to find something. I've not knowingly done anything to do that, no.
It's like Sean Spicer has all of the tells at the same time. It's no, I've never lied or cheated on anything. You're the lie cheater. Next questions. What? You know what? You know what he reminds me of? You know what he reminds me? He reminds me of Jim Carrey in Liar Liar, when he's trying not to talk, where he's just like, "Bop." Like Sean Spicer and his tells may actually end up being a giant problem for Trump and his team. Because although he left the White House, it turns out the Spice may have kept receipts.
There was an Axios report this morning that Sean Spicer's notebooks potentially could be relevant. And back in Whitewater, there was an aide who kept very detailed notes. His diaries were subpoenaed. Those became part of the investigation. So anything anyone ever wrote down or said about you could get dragged into this.
Spicer was taking notes? Oh, Donald Trump is so screwed. He is so screwed. Oh, because with anyone else, they'd probably just destroy the evidence. With Sean Spicer, you know, he'd start to try and burn the notebooks, but then somehow end up setting himself on fire, and it just wouldn't work. You know what this whole thing reminds me of? The Wire. Yeah. Because Donald Trump wouldn't be in this spot if only he'd hired Stringer Bell.
Now, what is it? Is you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy? What is you thinking, man?
Out of here.